we're going to go into building some NFL offenses. Obviously you've seen the Instagram and TikTok trends, building a list. You got $15 between the three of you. You guys are going to build your offense, and I'm going to grade it, see who gets the best. We're going to start off with quarterbacks. Gemma, you're up first.
Okay. Whew, I'm scared for this.
So you see we got Patrick Mahomes, $5, Joe Burrow, $4, Jaden Daniels, $3, Trevor Lawrence, $2, and Danny Derps, $1.
I gotta go with my guy Joe. I gotta go with my guy without a doubt. I'm going Joe Burrow.
Joe Cool. There we go.
Gotta go with my guy.
Mr. Slim Shady himself. They've had a little bit of a rough start this season. I mean,
they always do.
The Bengals always do. The Bengals always do. They always start slow, but Joe Burrow, he's, in my opinion,
he's played good.
Behind Patrick Mahomes is the second clutchest, most clutch quarterback in the league.
And he's him and Tom Brady, the only one beating Patrick Mahomes in the playoffs.
It's true.
Let's do it again.
I will say only one team since 2000 has made the playoffs after starting 0-3. That was the 2018 Texans. They were immediately sent on their merry way, bounced in the first round. So. The history is not on the Bengals side here, but let's see what they can do.
They also started bad in 2021, and they still made the Super Bowl.
Yeah. That's true.
So,
don't doubt. We got faith in Joey B. He'll get it done.
I got faith in my guy.
All right, Jacob, up to you.
You know what? I think I'm going to take Jaden Daniels here.
Okay,
I think he's got a lot of potential. He's starting to show some life. I think he's a steal at $3.
Absolutely. I mean, it's weird. We talk about not wanting to overreact to young rookie quarterbacks. Either we say that they're amazing or they're terrible. And we just had C.J. Stroud, arguably the greatest rookie quarterback season ever. And it looks like Jaden Daniels. I mean, I don't want to overreact, but he might be heading that way too. I mean, and as an Eagles fan, I hate that because it scares me. I've always been able to laugh at the Commanders, but not anymore. I'm excited for when that game comes up. But that's a great pick. Absolutely. But go ahead, Oscar. What are you thinking?
I'm gonna have to agree with Gemma. I mean, Joey B's Joey B.
Oh, actually. You got to pick someone else.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, there's one choice up there. I think you could.
I'll take Patrick Mahomes.
There you go.
It's Patrick Mahomes.
Yeah. I mean, there's one more you can say. It's
I like that pick because with Patrick Mahomes becomes an additional.
You got
bonus
the refs on your side.
Yeah,
you got the refs on your side.
And you got
15% additional increase in referee calls.
But Mahomes is just the greatest. You can't deny greatness.
I mean, it's hard to argue right now. Aside from Stafford and Aaron Rodgers, he's the only starting quarterback in the NFL right now that has Super Bowl wins.
Yeah,
which is crazy to think about. I mean, all the great quarterbacks of the past that we watched have all pretty much retired. The only ones we got left are Stafford and Rodgers of that old era.
Yeah.
Mahomes, and now it's Josh Allen, Joe Burrow, Lamar Jackson, Jalen Hurts. All those guys just trying to make their case that who can take down the Chiefs. And please, let's not have.
We don't need a three-peat. I was going to say we do not need a three-peat.
We do not need it.
I do not need a three-peat.
All right, but anyway. Let's move on. Now we're going to go into our running back spot. Jacob, you're up first.
Running backs or wide receivers. You know what?
Wells, you lied to me.
You know what? Give me Nico Collins for $4. Okay. He's leading the league in receiving yards. I think it's a solid pick.
I think it's a great pick option too as well because I thought I was a little concerned thinking about what would it be like when Stephon Diggs arrived in Houston. Obviously, he's been a number one receiver his whole entire career, even though he shared with Adam Thielen. Right. And in Buffalo, he was the man until Josh Allen started throwing to Gabe Davis, which probably upset him. And but he's still the leading receiver in yards this year, despite having Stephon Diggs there. So I think it's a great pick.
The only reason I'm not taking Justin Jefferson is the injury problem. I mean.
I don't know if it's that unreliable. Yeah, he's still really early. He's still really young, and he still had 1,000 yards last year, despite all the injuries.
Yep.
But it's a good pick nonetheless.
Yeah.
All right, Oscar.
All right, I'm going to go with the rookie, Marvin Harrison.
Week
2, he cooked my Rams really bad in the first quarter. I mean, there's been kind of a trend where he pops off in the first quarter and then kind of falls off later. But, I mean, he's just a great talent, and I'm excited to see what he does moving forward, and I'm picking him.
My dad had to mute the Penn State game against Ohio State. He was tired every time they said the name Maserati Marv. He was so exhausted.
Gus Johnson loves that. Gus Johnson eats that up.
He is Mr. Ohio State. He loves it.
Guys, I'm just going to go with Justin Jefferson.
There you go.
I'm just going to go with Justin. I feel like I have to.
Yeah.
I have to. I feel like running backs.
You can't leave him on the board.
Running backs going to play safe. I could take a $1 running back, and I'd be happy with that.
I don't know if you saw the Netflix receiver. You got Jefferson and you got Jets. You got two people. So there you go.
I do.
You got Jets.
And I love Justin Jefferson. I got my LSU team.
There you go.
I got my LSU team. Give me an LSU running back.
Yeah, we'll see. All right, running backs. Now here we go. Oscar, you're up first.
I'm going to take Derrick Henry with the 5. I mean, you saw what he did last night. You saw what he did the week before. Derrick Henry's a monster, and I want him on my team.
It's a great pick. He's leading rusher in the league so far. Tied for the most touchdowns, so it all works out.
Yeah.
You got a pretty solid team. I guess Gemma, you got
I'm taking Tank Bigsby.
Tank
All
Bigsby.
right.
Okay, all
I
right,
think that's
okay.
my Auburn guy. Is that my Auburn guy?
I'm not sure.
You think he go to Auburn?
We need Chooch. We need the college. We need
I
the
think
college.
he
we need
went to
Chooch. We
Auburn.
need the
I
college
think he kind of
genius.
ran. Yeah, he went to
Auburn.
Auburn. I
Okay.
remember him in the whiteout game a couple years ago. I like him. I'm gonna take Tank. I gotta play it safe with $1.
No, honestly, that's a smart pick. I think him and or Travis Etienne, they've been splitting carries a lot recently. Obviously, Jacksonville, they've had a lot of problems.
Yeah.
But they do have a solid duo at running
They
back.
do.
And Tank Bigsby, honestly, could be in position at some point. Travis Etienne's had a couple injuries here and there. He got, tore his ACL in his rookie season. So he's a good running back to have, and it's a solid option.
Yeah, I really enjoyed him in college. So
There you go.
I'll take my guy Tank.
Fair.
All right, go ahead.
Yeah,
Jacob.
just give me Saquon Barkley.
There you go.
Gotta get the Penn State guy in here. I didn't get him in any of my fantasy leagues this year. I was kind of sad about that, but I'm gonna take him here. I mean, he had that great first game in Brazil against the Packers, and hopefully he just continues to produce because I like seeing the Penn State guys do well in the NFL.
Mm-hmm.
There you go. All right, now just to remind everybody really quick before we go into this last round, Gemma, you got $9
I have
left.
less than 9 left.
I think it's not.
4, 5,
I believe so.
9,
No.
and then $1.
Oh,
Yeah, I spent $10.
Did you? Oh, well.
I got $5
$5.
left.
All right, yeah,
That's solid.
all right,
I'll
there
take
you go.
that.
Yeah. Jacob, you got $4 left, and Oscar, you got 2. So yeah, here we go into the coaches round.
Oscar's just taking the big ones.
Yeah, here we go. Coaches, here we go.
$4.
I guess this segment, well said, free for all. So have at it.
You know what? I got to use all my money here. Give me Kevin O'Connell.
There
If
you
that
go.
man could figure out Sam Darnold, he can figure out anything. Give me Kevin O'Connell's my head coach.
Give me
I'll take
Robert
it.
Saleh. I don't even want Andy Reid.
Really?
I don't want
no.
Andy Reid. Give
Wow,
me,
crazy.
guys, I don't like the Chiefs, so I don't want to take anyone
I
from
know
the
you
Chiefs.
don't like the Chiefs.
I mean,
but
it's
come
one thing
on.
it's biased, but I mean, Andy Reid's the man.
I don't care.
You get free cheeseburgers.
Robert
with it.
Saleh seemed like a great guy. He just seems like he really likes his team. When they won in overtime against the Bills, he ran out there and jumped into that pile with everyone.
I mean, I'll give Saleh this. He's a great defensive coach. So far, as a head coach, he's been, we'll say average at best.
Like what-
As
like-
right now, I don't know. I
yeah.
mean, I think it's crazy you do it out of your hate for the Chiefs. I understand.
I
but
can't do it to
You know-
myself.
you know
I
Matt
go against all my
LaFleur- you know
beliefs.
LaFleur's
I was
on
actually
board,
debating
right?
between Matt LaFleur. I also think he's like very cute too, and like my dad's a Packers fan.
Okay.
But after that performance yesterday with the Packers, I think the Packers are kind of a mess right now.
All right.
All right, well,
But-
Oscar,
All right.
your
That-
choices, I guess that
leaves me with
you
just
now with
Sirianni.
Mr. Nicky Sirianni.
Which
Oh, boy.
Mahomes can coach the team. It's okay.
Mahomes did coach. He probably already
He
knows.
probably
Yeah,
will.
yeah.
He's
He
already
probably
drawn
already
up.
does the
He's
team.
drawn up plays in the sand already.
Yeah.
So
No, he's just out here making calls. Hey, how much do I got to pay you guys this week?
As an Eagles fan, I think we might be heading for a new coach in the next season. We'll see. We have the bye week
Yeah,
coming
that-
up, but
yeah.
he
That
looks tired.
collapse-
He looks tired.
That collapse. Yeah,
always looks
He
tired.
looks
yeah,
tired.
It's because the Eagles collapsed last year.
Yeah,
he
that
reminds
last
me.
collapse
He,
was
he,
horrible.
remind, he
I love
reminds
it.
me
Yeah,
more
it's
of a
cool.
fan, not really a coach.
Yeah.
He's got the
Okay.
vibes of a Philly fan, which I love.
It's like they
Right.
picked him up from like a game. Like he was like
Yeah.
in gear, and they're
He
like,
was
"Hey, you should be
understanding.
the
He was
coach."
probably
yeah.
he was probably hanging down to Angelo's, and they picked him up and said, "You want to come
Yeah.
coach the Eagles?" And they were like, "Yeah,
sure.
let's go."
Exactly.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
All right, well, here we're gonna review your guys' team. So Gemma, you ended up with Joe Burrow,
Okay.
Tank Bigsby,
Uh-huh.
Jay Jettas, Justin Jefferson, and Robert Salah. Jacob, you ended up with Jaden Daniels, Saquon Barkley, Nico Collins, and Kevin O'Connell. And Oscar, you ended up with Patrick Mahomes, Derrick Henry, Maserati Marv, and Nick Sirianni. This is honestly a tough decision. I like all these teams. I think each of them have a little bit of tweaks, a little bit of problems. But for
I
me,
think
the winner.
Oscar.
Honestly, I'm gonna have to give the win to Jacob.
Really?
I think, look,
Even with
Really?
Mahomes' ref tax. Wow.
even with Jaden Daniels being a young player, obviously Saquon, one
you
of the best,
serious right
one of
now?
the best running backs in the league. I like that. Nico Collins, a young stud wide receiver. I think a lot of
That's
people are
true.
sleeping on him.
Collins
Kevin
pretty good.
O'Connell, I think again is one of the best coaches in the league. He can get the
Yeah.
most out of everyone.
Yeah.
And him with Jaden Daniels, I think would be unbelievable. So congratulations, sir. You are the winner.
Thank you.
I do not
Are you
care
serious
about
right
what
now?
these frauds will tell me. I know what I know.
Oscar, you wouldn't